So you've decided to get hardwood. It's classic, it adds value, and it looks incredible. But when someone asks you, do you want engineered or solid? You start opening up all these tabs on your browser and you're not sure what to choose. So I made this quick video to go through the pros and cons of both solid and engineered so you can pick the right floor for your house. So now let's talk about the pros and cons and why you would choose one versus the other. It really comes down to stability. When you're going into wider planks, something beyond a 5-inch, you're going to want the plywood core of an engineered hardwood in order to provide that stability. Solid hardwood is beautiful, but it's a bit of a diva when it comes to humidity. Because in the Wilmington and surrounding areas, we have really humid summers and dry winters. That can cause cupping, cracking, and even gaps in the boards. With engineered hardwood, you actually don't have these issues because of how the core is constructed. The plywood core adds the stability so you don't have the cracking, the cupping, or the gapping that would happen with solid. So where solid would actually fail, engineered would actually succeed. Places like basements or even over concrete, engineered would work really well. The other thing to consider is when you're installing an engineered hardwood, you really should use a wood glue to actually help it adhere to the floor better. Think of it this way. When you're installing hardwood in a room and you're using a smaller plank, you're going to have more nails than you would with a wider plank. So with a wider plank, you're going to want to use some kind of glue or glue assist so that way you can cover more of that space and actually have more of a structurally sound floor. A lot of the wood glues that we have today actually have built-in moisture barriers, so that way it helps prevent moisture from getting into the hardwood and creating some of these moisture and humid problems that we have today. One of the other things to consider is the thickness of the hardwood. Most solids are going to be 3/4 of an inch thick, whereas most engineers are going to be 1/2 inch thick. You can get various sizes in engineereds, up to 3/8, 1/2 inch, and even up to 3/4 inch. You want to make sure if you have 3/4 inch solid hardwood in your house today, that you go back with the same thickness. That way you can prevent issues around doors and trim from actually having larger gaps than they should. But if you don't mind doing some trim work after install, engineered is still a great option and actually provides you with that more modern, wider plank look. Overall, my recommendation is engineered hardwood. It's more structurally sound, you can get the wider planks, and you don't have to worry about issues later on down the road. If you have a busy household, when you're going to drop things on the floor, an engineered hardwood actually stand up to that kind of impact better than a solid would over time. So let's get the biggest myth out of the way. Engineered hardwood is still real wood. The difference is in the construction. Solid hardwood is exactly what it sounds like. It's one piece of timber that goes from top to bottom, and it's actually what most floors were built with originally in the Wilmington and surrounding areas. Think of engineered hardwood as a sandwich. It actually has a top layer real wood veneer with a plywood core. It has bonded layers of plywood to actually create more structural stability when you're starting to go into wider planks. One of the other myths to get out of the way is you actually can refinish both solid and engineered hardwood. It comes down to the matter of times you can sand each. With a solid hardwood, you can sand it usually 4 to 5 times, and engineered once or twice. Once you reach the nail heads, you can't refinish anymore. The other thing to consider when picking out engineered hardwood is the thickness of the veneer. Sometimes the veneer can be as little as 1 millimeter, whereas other times it's up to 4 millimeters. The thickness of the veneer is important because it'll tell you how many times you can sand it. With a 1 millimeter veneer, you cannot sand it at all. With a 4 millimeter veneer, you can actually get 1 or 2 sands out of it. Even though we're not talking about wood species in this video, it's still important to look at the different species. Some species would actually perform better under an engineered than versus a solid. And some species only come in a solid and don't come in an engineered, so pay attention to that. At the end of the day, what matters is the right choice for your house and how you live in it. If you want to see the differences yourself, come visit us here at Floor Concepts on Kirkwood Highway, or go to our website at www.floorconcepts.com. We also have a calculator on there that can help you figure out what this project would cost in your home. Hit subscribe for more honest floor tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video.